Yeah, what's wrong with the beer we got? I mean, the beer we got drank pretty good, don't it?
My fellow Americans,
Oh, man.
in this dark time, we have decided to return. Your Beer Sucks is back.
You guys have pleaded and begged for it not to happen.
By popular demand, we decided to stop doing episodes, but
We are doing specials when we can.
We did get a small anonymous donation if we agreed to stop.
Yes.
For the love of God, stop. I believe were the person's exact words.
yeah.
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 In all seriousness, we don't have any place to film anymore. We are borrowing our friend Dion's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dion has been very gracious, despite the fact that he does not drink, to let us drink in his place and make a bunch of racket and disturb his neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we're here for Halloween. We didn't wear costumes this time because you guys just haven't seen us in forever. We thought that you might be confused about who the fuck we were.
You might not recognize us, so we decided to come as ourselves, which I would say is arguably scary enough.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Do we know... What do we do? It's been so long since we've
I
done
think we
this.
drink a beer.
Is it time to drink beer?
We have a beer. Mike, you read the
God.
show notes and tell us about.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us all about the beer.
No,
Do you remember how to read? Are you that out of practice?
Mike's out of practice.
Shit.
He hasn't read since the last time we did this.
Damn. All right.
Anderson Valley Fall Hornin. I've been doing some fall horning.
I bet you have.
My hips are sore.
I bet they are. You're getting a bit up there in years.
With a brilliant, deep copper hue and creamy beige-colored head, our Fall Hornin Pumpkin Ale has inviting aromas of caramelized malt and baking bread with highlights of cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin, and seasonal spices. The pleasantly creamy mouthfeel and silky body embrace the sweet caramel flavors and tang of spices with just hint of hops. Not just a hint of hops, it says with just hint of hops.
Hint of hops.
So,
I copied that from their website and pasted it.
I mean, I wasn't...
Nice, Anderson Valley.
I wasn't
Nice.
assuming that you had made the error. I was
No,
assuming it was their
I'm
error.
just letting you know that that's not even from Rate Beer or something.
Yeah,
that's straight from the website.
This is straight from your fucking press kit. You know, maybe, just maybe you want to put a $40K salary out there or something and not just get college students to do it for free. Maybe, just throwing it out there.
Proofread.
That ends in a smooth, round finish. Now, look, I hope the detail is in the beer. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the beer's not phoned in.
Well, we had
But then again, we do have a positive bias when it comes to pumpkin beer.
and
We do.
we had one of their pumpkin beers on a previous Halloween special, their Pinchy Deep Barrel.
I remember that
was
being good.
Yep. So
Ooh.
Opium.
So, I don't remember how much to pour. So
I'll
I'll
just wing
just
it.
assume Mike gets not very much, and then I'll end up with a lot at the very end.
You know what? I was expecting something far lighter than this.
This is rather dark. Fair amount of carbonation, at least visibly.
It's
Now that is a weird... That actually smells like bread dough.
dark reddish,
Yeah.
tons of carbonation. Oh man,
And it actually smells like bread dough.
smells
Yeah.
like pumpkin bread dough,
Yeah.
It has those spices there on the nose.
but it smells like a pumpkin meat too.
Yeah.
Ale brewed with pumpkin and spices, so
Okay.
they're not just doing the pumpkin spice thing. It's
You can
actual
really
pumpkin.
smell the
Pumpkin and
yeast in this
spice.
beer.
That's
You really smell the yeast.
Yeah, it,
It
does kind of
almost
have...
has a banana thing too. Banana thing.
Banana species?
Bananas.
Speak?
Speakers.
Speakers.
So it's like banana pumpkin bread.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
oh man. That's got a real thin mouthfeel, but
Yeah.
you
know what? The finish is
super
way better
carbonated.
than the actual beer.
Yes. That's exactly what I was going to say.
The beer doesn't have a lot of flavor.
The beer has that perfumey thing going on.
And
at
it's
first.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sweet, and it's very thin and carbonated.
But then the finish is beer-like.
And the spices come out a lot on the finish.
Yeah, but it also has a little bit of a watery thing going on the finish, too.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
That's true. And it has no body.
Let it sit there for a minute. Let it sit there.
I have trouble believing this is 6% alcohol.
I'm calling bullshit on that.
This beer would float on top of water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This beer would float on top of ethanol.
This beer is mostly air.
Yeah.
Finish starts fading pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the body sucks. The finish is the most pleasant part.
But it's quick.
And I'll say that the perfumey thing mostly went away, but now I'm getting some of it on the deep finish. Some of the perfumey.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ever drank some cologne before? If you haven't, surely you've been stuck in an elevator with someone who thought that, the way you apply the stuff is to go like this. And then you can kind of taste it.
Mm.
Yeah. It's,
It's not
like,
good.
you just don't get a lot of the spices on the palate at all.
No. If this were an out of 10 kind of show, I'd give this beer like a 4 or a 3.
But this is not.
But it is not.
The best thing about
so
this...
it's best beer all season.
The best thing about
it
this
is
beer,
right now. This is the best beer.
Yeah,
we're
all
not
season.
Yeah, all year.
All year.
We haven't done a Your Beer Sucks since November.
Yeah.
So this is the best
beer all year.
Oh yeah, we have some explaining to do because we were supposed to do a Christmas episode last year, and I think all of us got sick at different times, and then Christmas was over.
We got sick, and I had just moved. I had moved into a new house, which initially I was thinking we were going to film at my new house, but the problem is, between me and my girlfriend, we have entirely too much stuff. If we wanted to film, we'd basically have to rearrange furniture. And now...
And he's way too lazy to do that shit.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that for
Look
this.
at this guy. Like, the reason he has a beard, doesn't want to shave. That's the whole reason.
Mm-hmm.
That he's actually not lying. That's actually true.
I actually trim mine. I don't let it just go wild.
See,
which is really weird.
I'm just so lazy. I just don't want to do it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, we put in a ton of effort to schedule the Christmas episode.
And I had a bunch of good beers saved. I had a 2 Xmas saved from like 2 years prior.
And he drank it all.
The terrible thing is the Christmas beers that I had saved were lost because we had power go out. And
you had to chug them.
Well, no, they were sitting out in the beer fridge, which is outside in like a little porch area that we have. I didn't realize, because when the power came back, the GFI ended up tripping.
Oh, man.
And they sat there for about a couple of weeks.
They were ruined.
They were ruined. I checked.
Were they ruined?
They were ruined.
Yeah.
It's
and
terrible.
like
I'm
the very last chance we had.
Yeah, I actually want beer, and I drank some more again, and I'm like, no, I don't want this.
The very last chance we had to film, the day before I came down with the flu.
Yeah.
And like Mike will not be in the same room as somebody who's got the flu.
Nope.
And I don't blame him, but like that flu was really bad, and it lasted me about like 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
And then after
well into the new year.
After that, I just think we just had a bunch of shit come up. It was just like thing after thing after thing. And then fairly recently we got the itch and we're like, well, if we could find a place to film, we'll do it.
We'll at least do specials.
And Dion kindly offered his place to us. So we're filming. So we're going to be doing
we only
specials.
had to hound him for what, 4 or 5 weeks nonstop?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but the beer.
We didn't make any direct
Valley
The only good thing that it has going for it is the
Fall Hornin.
nose. The nose is really fucking good. Everything else is mediocre to bad.
I wouldn't even say the nose is that good.
I thought the nose was really good.
I thought it was okay.
Very appetizing.
I dig the horny bear.
Okay, so all right, well, okay. I will say this: the art, can art,
Are you like booked for like years solid?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's hard to get anything done with Dion. It's like, okay, Dion, for the actual band we're both in that you're contributing stuff to, we need an album cover. He's like, okay, I think I can pencil you in for like 2032.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anderson Valley Fall Hornin sucks.
This beer fucking sucks.
Beer number 2.
Catawba King Don's. King Don's is named for one of the original North Carolina brewers who lent his pumpkin prowess to this great collaboration in 2001. This complex beer uses 5 separate barley styles, an artistic touch of hops, spices normally used for baking, and fresh pumpkin! Exclamation point. The flavors meld into a wonderfully smooth, orange-hued beer that sports a luscious, creamy foam head. King Don still rocks! Exclamation point.
Yeah.
So this would have been one of the final beers for the episode if we had been able to get its partner, Emperor Don's, which is the imperial version.
Ooh.
But we couldn't because the place that had this only had this. So this one gets relegated towards the beginning.
Yeah.
Fuck you, beer.
Yeah. I wanted to try the Emperor.
I would have too. But alas.
Emperor Don's.
What about Immortal Don's?
Immortal Don's?
That is the old ale. Oh, a pumpkin old ale?
Dude.
Ooh.
Think about that.
You know what? You know who needs to do that?
Who?
Fucking straight to ale.
You know what? You know how you can buy like dried fruit at the store? There needs to be some dried pumpkin.
Yeah, no shit, right?
I feel like some places do have that.
Where's the dried pumpkin?
So this is pumpkin colored.
Yeah.
And it's hazy. This one also looks pretty carbonated. It's got a lot of
there's
bubbles
definitely-
clinging to the floor.
Yeah.
Somehow an
Ooh.
even more bready nose than the last beer.
Yes,
Yeah.
very bready. A
Very
lot of
bready.
spices on the nose.
Except
again.
it smells more like raisin bread than pumpkin bread.
Yeah.
But I'm getting...
like
there is
cinnamon,
pumpkin there.
like cinnamon raisin bread
but,
almost.
But to me, the strongest thing is macro. I'm getting macro out of this.
You are? Eggy macro?
Yeah,
I
like
get-
smell my glass where it's closer to the top.
I do kind of get that
Let me
faint
get my
macro
snoot in
smell.
there.
Yeah,
I'll try not to suck up all your beer with my nose.
that's all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, macro
Yeah,
is
it is
fuck.
eggy. Are we supposed to
Oh, that's
swirl
way
it?
more noticeable
That's like
on
swirl it
yours.
around.
Yeah, it's like American macro.
Oh, yeah, if you give it the old swirl.
It's got the eggy,
can smell
grapey
it.
thing of American macro brews.
Oh yeah.
That's real unfortunate.
It
Damn.
is.
Well,
Like, you could smell it, like the spice was barely noticeable in mine. I'm getting cinnamon, and that's pretty much it.
Tastes a lot like an American macro brew, too.
damn.
Wow, that's
Not an awful one, but nonetheless not a good
that
beer.
is a clove-heavy
Yeah.
macro brew.
Yeah.
That is clove-heavy
This has a very
Coors.
Yep. Very, very, very reminiscent of Coors.
Mm-hmm. Take Coors, put in a little bit of sugar and a lot of clove, and that's this beer.
My expectations are dashed and my day is ruined.
And it's its finish is just this little bit of lingering tartness at the back of the tongue.
Yep. From
And
those
more
cloves.
clove.
Yeah.
More clove.
A
Just,
lot of cloves.
It's kind of got that, hey, let's drink this out of our $500 cooler at the lake kind of thing going on.
yeah.
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 Damn.
Hey, I got us a pumpkin beer because it's the season for it, but I didn't get too crazy and get out of what we're used to.
I paid $500 for this cooler, but I'll be damned if we're going to drink good beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
terrible.
right. That's right. If you got the $500 cooler, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed.
And so the universally voted
$500
sucks. Anderson Valley is still the best beer of the year.
Yeah, that's better than this. I mean, this sucks.
This super sucks.
Yeah. That other beer had some things about it that were pleasant.
This is
one
just
doesn't.
bad.
This doesn't have anything about
Well,
it.
the nose, well, until I did like that, the nose was pretty cool.
Yeah, until the sneaky macroness came
Until
out.
I really got my snoot in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You used to be like on it detecting macro.
Oh, well, I've actually had some problems with my snoot the last few days.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You getting a little sick? Getting a little allergies?
I think it's just allergies.
Yeah. It's
the weather
season for-
changes.
Yeah.
For me, it's the fucking ragweed, man.
Yeah.
I suffer from ragweed.
Is that what's
pollens.
going crazy right now?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably what it
ragweed
then.
is like September, October, and usually
Well,
also
it's only
November
certain times
here.
of day too, which is it can't be that you're getting sick. Like
Yeah.
getting sick doesn't take a break.
Yeah.
No, like I spend every autumn in Birmingham dizzy and sneezing.
For me, the allergy thing is dependent upon the year. There was a month this year, maybe it was May, when I actually was having some allergy problems. But it has to be a really bad year for me to have the.
It was an
This
unusually
yeah.
bad pollen season during
Yeah.
the spring.
Yeah.
Normally that pollen season will get me a little bit, but it got me pretty bad this year. But nothing ever hits me as hard as the ragweed in the autumn. That shit's horrible.
Lately, I feel like my spring allergies have gotten a lot worse. Because usually for me, it's both fall and spring.
Mm-hmm.
This year, so far, allergies have not been as bad, but I know the past 2-3 springs, guaranteed sinus infection at least once or twice. And sometimes it doesn't happen till like May. That's what's happened to me the past 2 years. I've had really bad shit in May.
It's all that GMO tree pollen.
Oh, yeah.
GMO tree pollen.
GMO tree pollen.
Well, I know that when
tree
it's really hot and when it's really dry and stuff like that, there's a bunch of different things that make trees, become more amorous than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
They
hey,
basically
man.
look for any excuse.
Yeah.
They're like, "Whoa, man, that cloud looks kind of funny."
Yeah.
We should do it.
We should come all over these people's faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to be safe.
Just to be safe. It's like I'm walking along under a pine tree. And it's like, hey, are you a tree? No, I'm still gonna jerk off on you.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Because you could be a tree but confused.
Your hair looks like a good carrier for this pollen. I'm gonna go drop some in if you don't mind.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Okay. So anyways, this beer sucks.
Catawba King Don's is
Shit.
yeah, it's fucking awful. Don't
Shit.
buy it.
Revolting. Starting with our next set of beers, the remaining beers for this episode, we got a 4-pack of pumpkin beers by Elysian. Now, one of them we did last year, the Elysian Night Owl. But we're going to do the other 3 from that pack now.
So what's the first one?
Elysian Punkuccino. A pumpkin ale with the attitude of a world-weary barista. Oh, jeez. With a PhD in zoology. That was my addition. Punkuccino packs a short shot of Sumptown coffee toddy in your pint with just a shake. Was that English? With just a shake of cinnamon and nutmeg. Sumptown coffee toddy with pumpkin added to the mash and fermenter.
Okay. Because I know Stumptown, they do a lot of like cold brew coffee shit. I see that out in the stores.
Yeah, they're real trendy.
Yeah.
Real trendy.
Real expensive.
Real expensive.
Expensive.
That does not bode well then for the coffee being good. But sometimes, occasionally, something is expensive and highly regarded and also good.
Yeah, it's that way for a reason. This does look like a coffee beer almost. This is like translucent.
Just barely. Like I'm holding it right up to a light and I cannot quite see through it. Just a little at the bottom. But it's like I can see some color through it, but it is very hazy. But it's like super dark raisin
and
color.
it's very bleam.
Not as carbonated. Oh, I see some sea monkeys in there.
Oh yeah, sea monkeys. Right.
Smells.
Oh my god.
The aroma.
Smells nice.
The aroma. Coffee.
Give it a
pumpkin,
swirl.
raisins.
It's even better.
All right. So this is
It smells like good
toasted
coffee.
bread.
this has a lot of potential on
raisin
the nose.
toast with coffee with pumpkins. It's like a perfect autumn
I've got it.
breakfast.
Raisin toast with pumpkin butter
Yeah, I was gonna say
and coffee.
And coffee.
I do smell a buttery note on there.
Yeah. Perfect autumn breakfast.
Okay. I
And
gotta
bangers
drink
and
this.
mash.
Oh man. The coffee is the thing that hits you immediately and it is so good.
Ooh.
That's good
ooh.
coffee.
And then
Yeah.
it gets followed up with the spices, especially the cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
That's good coffee.
Oh yeah. I can barely taste the pumpkin. It's like
The pumpkin's very muted.
It's like a pumpkin spice coffee, but it's a beer.
Heavy on the cinnamon.
Yeah,
and
it's
the
not like
spices.
it's not like one of those mixed drink kind of coffees.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a black pumpkin spice coffee.
Yeah, like there's no like cream and shit in there.
No.
It's just
It's
good coffee.
It's got a hint of
vague
sweetness, but
pumpkin hint.
Yeah, the pumpkin I don't really get in
mostly,
this.
mostly coffee.
A lot of coffee.
the mouthfeel is a little on the thin side, but it still has a butteriness.
Yeah.
That kind of mitigates it.
You got a whole bunch of fucking coffee here.
Oh god, that's got a ton of sea monkeys.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm impressed with this.
That's really fucking good. So, I've gotten a couple of 12 packs that have this and the 3 others at Publix for $20 each.
Yeah. One thing that I will say, and I think I'm not so sure if either of you noticed this, but at least around here, the selection of what's out there has gone down considerably.
There is
In general, everywhere.
There is a situation going on. Well, there are 2 situations. One situation is universal. It's that IPAs have taken over to the point where some brewers are stopping making good beers. Like, for instance, that company who made that Jack the Sipper, they stopped making
that was
Jack.
ESB, wasn't it?
Yeah. They stopped
that was
making
a good beer.
They stopped making it.
They stopped making it?
And replaced it, I think, with another IPA.
Called Jack the Sipper 2.
No.
Electric
they just,
Boogaloo?
But, like, I'm, like, seeing lots of breweries.
Yeah, I know.
Like 4 or 5 beers by them in a single store, and every one of them is some kind of IPA. I used to be a big fan of IPAs, and, like, this glut of IPAs has turned me against the style so hard that, like, almost all I drink now are stouts, old ales, and Scotch ales.
Same.
I mean,
and like some like brown ales occasionally, like Maduro, stuff like that.
All I drink is pure grain alcohol and rainwater.
Good on you. But then like another and a friend and I at work were talking about this. He kind of put forth the argument that the craft beer bubble has burst and that the best years are behind us.
No, I'll tell you, it's not so much that the bubble has burst, because usually that's a financial connotation. The bubble is growing. What's happened is the normie invasion.
Yeah.
This is internet circa 2008. When like everybody and his brother started getting on there and your social media started firing up.
Yeah. And it's like, now suddenly your mom's on it.
Right.
Now suddenly your grandma's online.
And now suddenly people are unironically part of the Flat Earth Society.
Yeah.
And so, and with beer, it's like, okay, now Ted from accounting is suddenly a beer connoisseur. And he drinks all IPAs. And that's just happening everywhere. Now the other
What's worse, that or the Facebook secretion logicians? Which is worse?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But the other problem is a local problem. There is apparently some sort of distributor political thing going on.
Yeah.
Where some breweries merged and they were distributed by different companies locally. And nobody has decided who's going to distribute them. So nobody is. So we can't get a bunch of shit we used to like. Southern Tier, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to run some Southern Tier back for him.
Yeah, I had to pay him some extra money to pick me up some Pumpkin and some Warlock. And it still means I only have 4 bottles of each to get me through.
And they were like $14 a 4-pack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
remember the days when we can get like a big bottle of that on sale for like $4
and a 4-pack for $7 because they over ordered at Hop City.
Yeah,
and they still
we didn't
had
complain.
That, and they were still selling that shit in April.
Yep.
Like Pumpkin became my daily drinker for 6 months.
And you know what? That goes to show you right
awesome.
there that the gimmick is not overboard in those beers.
No,
it's really not.
Yeah.
You can enjoy Warlock as an imperial stout. It's not just give me my pumpkin spice fix this month.
It's just a good beer on its own.
And same thing with the
on its own merits. Pumpkin.
You can enjoy it as a imperial ale, I guess.
Something like that.
So you guys finished yours, so you don't know now, but I started noticing like more fruity hints in this, like maraschino cherry.
I did not get
just
that.
not sweet, but the flavor of it.
I still got a dab.
I'm getting the rest out of the bottle. This is good.
This is real good. It's definitely really good after the last two.
Yeah, Elysian Punkuccino does not suck.
Doesn't
not
suck.
Gut beer.
Beer number 4. 4?
Yeah.
4.
Elysian the Griat Pumpkin.
You're getting better with your words.
Yes.
I'm proud of you,
Congratulations.
Mike.
Pours deep Cooper with goosely white head. Oh, wait, ghostly. Oh, wait, that was copper, not Cooper. Oh, let's try that again. Pours deep copper with ghostly white head. Well, I knew this really pale girl.
That really changes the context of the sentence.
Intense pumpkin sugar and spice on the nose, and everything nice. On the nose with a nice bready and malty backdrop to tame all those autumn spices into a remarkably smooth, balanced, and delectable fall treat.
Okay.
Well, we'll take you up on that.
Yeah.
Roasted pumpkin seeds in the mash. Ooh. If that went right. Ooh.
Roasted pumpkin seeds.
Mm-hmm. I love those fucking things.
Uh-huh.
An extra pumpkin added in the mash and fermenter, spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and allspice.
So this better be a pumpkin-y ass beer.
It also, this is our most skookum beer so far. It's 8.4% alcohol.
Nice.
I'm starting to notice that beers don't seem to have a lot of flavor to me unless they're getting above 8%.
Yeah, and I've noticed that you can't really sip on an 8% beer because you're like, where did I get so drunk?
Yeah.
I only had 4 beers. Those were pints of 11% ABV beer. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that explains a
I was
lot.
wondering why I wanted to fight.
So this is a pumpkin-y colored beer.
Very
Ooh.
pumpkin-y. It's very foggy.
Yeah.
It's got a nice, like, actual proper head instead of
Even
just
my
a...
slightly compromised snoot says this is one hell of a
That's a
bouquet.
nosy beer.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's
That
a nosy
is...
beer.
That, you know what? The nose, although it's been a while since I had it, actually kind of reminds me of Pumpkin.
Yeah.
It's got that
Yeah,
buttery...
it does actually. It does very
buttery
much. I've had it
pumpkin.
recently, and you were absolutely right. It's very pumpkin-y.
That's half of what I love
It's
about
got-
pumpkin so much is that butteriness. It's almost it's like pie crust almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Yankee Candleness, which this
Yeah.
has.
It has that Yankee Candle nose.
Lots of pumpkin meat smell and lots of
Huh.
buttery cinnamon and nutmeg.
Huh.
Does not taste like pumpkin.
No.
Well, the finish is sort of like pumpkin. It's got that bitter, buttery finish, but on the palate, it's a little bit more of a tart thing.
Yeah. Kind of.
This beer is kind of undercarbonated. And I don't think I've ever had that before.
We usually have the opposite problem.
You know what I'm saying? Is it just me or does it seem like it's a little flat?
It's very. It has like a watery kind of mouthfeel.
Yeah, it's not a thick mouthfeel like you would expect for something that's a little bit more, a little bit higher ABV.
I would not buy that this is 8.4% ABV.
Doesn't taste like it.
No.
The flavor is strong, but it doesn't have like any heat to it.
No, and I don't really get like the pumpkin seeds and stuff.
I don't either. I'm trying. I'm digging for it.
It's like the nose, awesome. The finish, awesome. The palate, it's a beer.
And the mouthfeel, I mean, this is a watery beer.
It's. Damn.
This is like if they made a pumpkin liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of, yeah.
Fuck you, I don't care what the company says. LACROIX spells liqueur. Yeah, it means the cross.
You
It-
don't say.
I don't like that shit. If you do, that's fine. I won't kill you or anything, but I don't like it.
Oh, this beer?
No, that flavored water shit.
Oh, I haven't tried it.
It's overrated.
Oh wait, yeah, I have. I've tried it. Well, I was like doing anything to avoid like sugar,
Yeah.
which now I just drink Coke Zero, but I was trying to avoid anything that like even had artificial sweetener for some stupid reason, and that lasted about a week.
I I mean, I'm very, very divided on this beer. I mean, it's not terrible, but it has some terrible qualities.
I want to like it.
Not terrible qualities, just
bad.
weak.
Yeah, weak. Yeah.
Weak qualities.
This beer is of weak character.
I mean, I feel like for being an imperial, it deserves a more robust palate, and it deserves a fuller mouthfeel.
I'll say this. I like the hops.
Yes. The hops very much, I don't know if they're the same hops as in Pumpkin, but they very much remind me of Pumpkin.
There are a lot of things about this beer that reminds me of Pumpkin, but I'm looking for that huge fucking body, and I'm looking for that fucking finish and that butteriness and everything. You know, so basically what this does is it kind of reminds you of Pumpkin, but then it's not Pumpkin.
I like its passion and its energy, but it needs some more pizzazz.
That's true.
Yeah.
It needs more zazz.
Of course it needs more zazz.
Definitely needs more zazz.
I'm disappointed in this
I mean, it's
beer.
not a bad beer, though, but it's like it sets you up for greatness.
And I think that's because it's like it noses real good.
It's like a guy comes out on stage juggling chainsaws, but then like the main part of the show is just him juggling like 2 balls. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
And
then the finisher is like him stabbing himself with a rapier through one ear and it coming out the other.
Yeah.
It's like, why didn't you do... Okay. No, that's not the finisher. He's doing that as everyone's walking out.
Yeah.
No, the finisher is him blowing his brains out because the cops showed up because he was juggling 2 balls in the middle of an all ages show.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
But you don't like it, huh?
No.
I mean, I drank it. It's...
I think I was just too let down. I was too let down.
It was too much like Pumpkin.
Yeah.
So it sets you up. But here's the thing. I'm not going to evaluate it in reference to Pumpkin, even though its nose and its finish are so familiar.
That isn't
I'm going to evaluate it based on
fair.
itself. Because saying it's got to be as good as Pumpkin is not fair because Pumpkin is the best.
Yeah.
Like, it and Warlock are the best.
Pumpkin for me, but...
The best pumpkin beers, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the 2 best.
I mean, it's not even that for me. I'm not even comparing it to Pumpkin. I don't necessarily like this beer on its own.
On its merits?
I really don't like it on its own merits. I feel like it noses great, but when you get to the palate,
It does nose real good.
it starts going downhill, and for me, the finish doesn't even save it.
See, I'm struggling with whether this is, to me, is a C+ or a C- beer.
This is a C- D+ beer.
I think we've got our vote, so what's your vote?
Plot twist.
What's
sucks.
your vote?
My vote is does not suck.
And yours is?
Sucks.
Mine is... You need to put the dramatic music in here in the editing.
Yeah, I
The
will.
reality shows.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do the drum roll.
Oh, sucks. I think that's fair.
Elysium, the Great Pumpkin,
It's
sucks.
not so great.
I mean, what can I say? If you don't want me to say that, make a better beer.
True.
Yeah?
Last beer number 5.
Elysian Darko the Moon.
Darko the Moon.
Darko.
Darko the Moon.
Donnie Darko
like
the
the
Moon.
movie Donnie Darko.
Oh, it's got Hellhound. It looks like the Hellhound from Ghostbusters.
Look, it's a Hellhound
Yeah.
from Ghostbusters.
Hark, the Hellhound.
Brewed at the Elysian on Capitol Hill. A perennial favorite, brewed with Great Western Pale, crisp 77-degree crystal. Munich, Caravienne, roasted chocolate, and special bee malts, with roasted pumpkin seeds in the mash.
Here we are
I better
again.
fucking taste them this time.
Yeah.
Pumpkin in the mash. Better taste it this time. Kettle and fermenter. You guys like to talk about the brewing gear in your ad copy a lot, I've noticed. And you know, what little bit I know about the entertainment industry is nobody wants you to talk about what kind of camera that is or what kind of microphone setup or anything. That's rule number 1 is don't talk about fucking gear. Like whether it's radio or TV or anything. And I think it should apply to beer ad copy as well. Don't talk about the fucking gear.
Yeah, put it in
magazine interviews.
yes, put it
Yeah.
in Brewery Magazine.
Yeah.
Brewers Weekly or whatever.
Brewers Quarterly.
Yeah, quarterly.
So-
Brewers Quarterly. IPAs? Are there too many? Hell no.
So Gozer the Traveler. He will come in one of the pre-chosen forms.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's it's looking,
Mike's like, ooh.
I'm getting a little
I mean,
hot around the collar here.
I'm stimulated
Ooh.
visually.
So this is actually
Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
this is not translucent. This is opaque.
This is engine oil, and it's got a nice tan head.
Kind of viscous.
Honestly,
I see no light
dude,
at all.
not even at the thinnest part at the base
No,
of the glass.
this is opaque.
This is black beer.
This is opaque.
This beer is as black as my heart.
It's a stout. It smells stouty.
Huh.
It smells stouty, and it smells cinnamony, and it smells very sweet, like sugar is jumping off of the nose.
No pumpkin on the nose.
No, none. I don't really get much pumpkin spice. Maybe a slight bit of cinnamon, but it's...
No, this
You know what?
is
I think
still
I do get the pumpkin seeds a little bit on the nose, though.
I think I'm getting coffee. I think I'm getting a lot of coffee.
Did you guys
I got a lot
did you
more.
guys mix up the beers? Is this more of the?
They
coffee
might have
beer?
actually accidentally mixed some Punkuccino into this. Because
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of the same aroma.
Yeah. Same.
And
Now
it kinda-
that's got some body. Thank
Ooh.
fucking
It's
goodness.
got some body.
Finally.
but it's also got a little bit of coffee on the palate.
Mhm.
It does.
Did you
It's got
guys?
some coffee bitterness.
What did you guys do there?
I mean, it's a stout, so that's...
Bittered with Magnum and finished with seize and crushed cinnamon.
Dude, that actually tastes like it's got the same fucking coffee as Punkuccino in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything about coffee in the ad copy.
No.
In the ad coffee.
I guess that's just that good of malt.
Mm. I'm getting a little bit of pumpkin, but I'm getting more pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Same.
But even then, it pales in comparison to a coffee. This is basically a holiday coffee stout.
Yeah.
You could just say, okay, it's got cinnamon, coffee, stout. It's a Christmas beer.
Yeah. It does. It has those crisp...
And most of it's holiday characters on the nose and not even on the palate.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like the spices that you're getting in the actual palate of the beer, I'd say that's more reminiscent of a Christmas beer. You get like the Halloween like pumpkin spices. You get
On
that
the
on the
nose.
nose, like.
But on the palate, it's more of a Christmas beer.
But
it's
even-
got, and I like that it's got a bit of tartness to it. Because
Yeah.
I like a stout that's like good and stouty and skookum, but it's got a little bit of tartness. Mm.
But even on the nose, like the spices that you're getting, they're very muted.
Mm-hmm.
If it were possible to drink this beer without smelling it, I don't know that I would suspect it was anything other than really just a stout.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even think it had a gimmick, really.
you kind of get the gimmick.
It's a coffee
on-
stout almost.
Yeah.
Unintentionally, apparently it doesn't have any coffee in it, but it's a coffee stout. It's sweet. It's on the sweet end of stout.
But I know not overwhelmingly sweet, not like cloying or anything like that.
So what about the finish? The finish is tart.
The finish
Yeah.
is tart. The finish also,
Coffee.
as the
Yeah.
Chocolate.
as the palate
Dark
blends
chocolate.
into the finish, it feels like it thins as it crosses to the finish. It's really weird.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, if it weren't for that one thing, I would almost say this is an imperial stout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it is
7.5.
7.5. So that's borderline imperial stout. I've seen imperial stouts, well, stouts that call themselves imperial stouts at around at 7.
Yeah, like 7, 8, 7, 9.
But 7.5, I'm like, oh, that's really borderline. But of course they didn't call it an imperial stout.
Have you noticed
No.
the trend with imperial stouts now is they'll be like 14% ABV and barrel aged?
Yeah, that's
That's like the thing now.
that is
Yep.
the thing.
And you're like, I'm just trying to sample the flavors and I'm already drunk.
Yeah,
Like my daily drinker most of the time now is Evil Twin Imperial Biscotti Break. It's like 11.5% alcohol. It comes in pint cans, 4 of them for like $16. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just get another one.
What happens if you drink 4 of those?
I think if I
You're
drink
done.
4 of those, I end up in the ICU.
You done?
yeah, no, those will get you drunk.
One of them has me like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, and
And it's only 3 in the afternoon.
Like 3 in the afternoon? Oh, well. You gotta go to bed sometime.
I would say
All right,
heavier
everybody, I'm
beers-
going to bed. Fuck y'all.
Heavier beers are starting to do that to me now because I've actually cut back my drinking fairly significantly, and
I've accelerated mine.
like nowadays, if I have like
The whites of your eyes do look a little yellow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think my liver is gonna be poking out from under my ribs soon.
Is it making your liver quiver?
My drinking is see, I got a funny little drinking problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
But do you like yourself?
I like myself.
Okay.
I
And
was
to be
saying-
honest, you're starting to piss me off.
So to say, to be fair, you've had quite the shitty work shit going on.
My life has been a big ball of stress. Like, when I was in discussions with my regional manager at my job about the fact that I was leaving, I said part of it was that a significant chunk of my pay went toward my booze habit. And she laughed, and I laughed, and I said, but it's not funny because it's true. And she went, oh. I went, yeah, I'm putting away a significant amount of alcohol a week.
Just to put up with all of you.
Like, I'm on a $100 per week booze and expenditure right now.
And then once that becomes seafarer.
It hasn't done that yet. It's still at least top shelf booze, so we're talking not as much as you think when I say $100. But yeah, I've been drinking a lot of alcohol.
I should have brought some of that fucking rum with me.
And
It's so fucking good.
so,
Did you
long story short,
dunk you?
yeah. Long story short, I put in my notice at my job because I got another job, and my job that I was stressed about came back with a new offer for a promotion that took the stress out of my life. And I took it. And also gave me a shit ton of benefits and stuff, so...
Oh yeah, I guess since we've filmed, I've gotten a new job, which is simultaneously a little bit more stressful, but I'm making significantly more money to where I'm able to do things like pay off my student loans and like pay rent. But like,
Did you say pay off your student loans?
yeah, you see, I have about $60,000 in student loan debt that I'm currently working on paying off.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now, do I regret that? Yes.
I got about 20,000. You know what? They're never getting a penny out of me.
Yeah, but the
Ain't
good news
fucking
is I can
happening.
I'm able to make more than my minimum payments and pay bills and have money left over to like buy dumb shit. So
Goddamn, Mr. 1%.
yeah, I know, right?
Congratulations.
What are you making, like
asshole.
$800K a year?
No.
Jesus.
Yeah, but
So,
Yeah.
hooray to better pay.
yeah. This beer though.
This beer sucks.
Elysian Dark of the Moon pumpkin
Actually-
stout. Take off the pumpkin, just call this a stout. I think it's a great beer.
Call it a coffee stout, even
Yeah.
though it doesn't have coffee in it. Nobody would know.
Doesn't suck.
Well, I mean, that shit happens all the time. It's like, look at those wheat beers that have 4 ingredients, and there's all kinds of amazing shit going on in them.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. Yeah, your beer, it's good. It's real good. It doesn't suck. It's a good beer.
Mm-hmm.
2 out of 3 ain't bad for Elysian.
You need to fucking, quit being so jerky about it.
3 out of
This ain't
4
no
ain't
pumpkin
bad,
beer.
really.
Yeah.
Because the other one in the pack is Night Owl, and we gave that, I
homeless
think
guy?
it was a unanimous doesn't suck last year.
That sounds about right.
Maybe.
So it was nice to see you guys again, all 4 of you.
Yeah.
And
Wait, hold on. There's 4 of them. We have that many.
well, no, we had about 11. So I don't know how many are coming back. It's been almost a year.
I thought the only guy that actually watched was sitting right over there.
Oh yeah, like Dion, for the first 3 seasons, always watched and liked our videos. But then even he gave up. He was like, "No, these people are not funny."
Yeah, once we got into the time travel plots,
Yeah.
we jumped the shark.
Once we started having clones and
Yeah.
comas and shit.
And then once we did the prequel season, I think that's when we really lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
And then we had that season where like the very last episode said the entire season was a dream,
Yeah.
and man, yeah, people did not like that.
Yeah.
And then we had that season where we like forgot about all the characters and who they actually were, and then completely fucked everything up. Oh no, wait, that was that show I didn't even like to begin with, Game of Thrones. My bad.
Oh.
Dion, don't defend Game of Thrones. It's a terrible show, and you're a terrible person for liking it.
And on that note, it's time to end. Thanks for
isn't it?
thanks for watching.
Any of you who came back,
Yeah, like
And
I know
anybody
it's
who
been a
just
while.
came.
we're probably not going to have new seasons.
No, at
No.
least not for the short term. I think we're just going to do specials and maybe like the one-off here and there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I have a lot of shit going on.
So do I. I've got 2 jobs.
And we got to work around Dion's schedule, at least for the time being.
Because we don't have anywhere else to film but his place.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise...
And his neighbors, they do not like noise. They are so fucking white.
But yeah, in case you forgot, life is too short to be caught drinking shitty beer. So
It's true.
it's true. Don't do it. Just don't do it. We'll see you guys when we see you. We're doing a Christmas special, so keep your eyes peeled for that shit.
Well, we already said that last year, so
We promised it last year and we didn't do it. But we're going to try really hard to do a Christmas special this year. I'm going to get a flu shot
we're gonna get a bunch of cocaine.
so that I can not get the flu this time.
yeah, don't get
Right
the flu.
before.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine?
Cocaine.
That's what you want for Christmas?
Well.
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 All right. See you assholes next time.
Fuck off.